welcome you all here today, wherever you are on your journey.
We're here this morning to share our journey as 3 of the 10 delegates from St. Joan of Arc who just returned from our sister parish in Guatemala.
We went to Guatemala to experience the lives of our family in Tierra Nueva. Our sister parish relationship is almost 30 years old, and this was our first in-person delegation since COVID.
My name is Mia Rush, and I've been a part of St. Joan of Arc my whole life, but never really got involved until recently. I'm a swim instructor and lifeguard. I'm a junior in high school and also do track. I had taken 1 year of Spanish, which barely got me through the 10 days in Guatemala. I love kids, pottery, and time with friends.
My name is Riley Toms, and I'm 15 years old and a sophomore in high school. I've only been going to St. Joan of Arc for about a year and a half. I enjoy all the youth group activities, but I realized that blacklight dodgeball is not one of my strengths. I enjoy tennis and cross-country skiing and time with my family and friends. I play the baritone and the tuba in my school band, and I am almost always listening to music.
My name is Sandy Shetka, and I'm an enthusiastic person who jumps into life with abandon. What I love most in the world is making connections with people through their personal story. I work in a special education school in Richfield as the art literacy integrationist. And I've been at St. Joan of Arc since the 4th of July a year ago, when I found my own independence here in this community.
During the process of my confirmation at St. Joan of Arc, we were required to get involved by attending different opportunities and meetings here at church. This requirement gave me amazing experiences, and I'm so glad about it now. One of the things I attended was a meeting for people interested in the Sister Parish delegation. I thought it was out of my comfort zone, but I wanted to be a part of it.
The School Sisters of Notre Dame, of which I'm a former member, are stationed in Guatemala, and I've had Guatemala in my heart and prayers for 40 years. After joining Sister Parish and learning of the delegation, it was so obvious to me that this was the time for me to finally go. I wanted to be with and learn from the people of our sister parish, Tierra Nueva.
Last spring, I was a member of the youth group who helped build the Alfombra for Easter. I wanted to join the sister parish delegation because I heard about past delegations and I was curious about what it could be like. I thought it would be a great opportunity to practice my Spanish, and it was also my first time going out of the country. Because I'm not 18 yet, I needed an adult to come with me. Thank you, Mom, for agreeing to join in something that was really important to me.
The thing that stuck most with me was the connection I got with the youth there. The youth were immediately interested in getting to know us, and we played games which brought tons of laughter without even using language. During my first homestay, I met my 4-year-old homestay sister, and there was instantly lots of love. She even followed me into the bathroom and wouldn't leave my side. I was caught off guard at first, but then I realized we're family now, and every minute together is well worth it. On the last day in TN2, there was one girl about 8 years old named Lady who was especially hard to say goodbye to. We both kept coming back for one more hug, and without words, we communicated how sad we'll both be when we leave. We both never wanted to stop giving each other love, and that's the feeling you get when you're in Tierra Nueva.
Something from this trip that will stay with me forever is how welcoming everyone in TN2 was, especially our homestay families. I loved playing board games and sharing laughs. Google Translate was extremely helpful most of the time. But once my mom and I were trying to tell our host mother that we got bananas from Sandy's dad. What popped up in the translation was, "The banana is the dad of the papaya." It's one of my favorite stories. I will also remember the hugs from the 25 people who drove 2 hours and waited another 2 hours for us to arrive at the airport, and the tears we shared when we had to say goodbye.
I learned how the strength of the Guatemalan people have been present through so much tragedy. Genocide began when the Spanish invaded in the 1500s and continued until recently through the massacres and oppression of indigenous Mayan people by corrupt governments and corporations often backed by the United States. I learned of martyrs who were killed for speaking out. I met a group of Mayan artists who are working diligently to reclaim Mayan culture and practices through dance and music. We listened to the elders in Tierra Nueva tell their stories of when they first came to this place of land that was deemed uninhabitable, and how they persisted and persevered to build a home, and then brick by brick as they could afford it. And we were there when Guatemala elected a new president, and we celebrated with our chocolate-covered bananas as the candidate committed to human rights won. This gives us all hope.
I learned that there's karma with love. If you love those around you, you'll get back tons of love. And if you're in doubt about doing something outside your comfort zone, you most likely should say yes and do it. Me and Riley were invited to be altar servers with some other teens there, and we were unsure but said yes. It all turned out great, and I remember sitting at that mass right by the priest and seeing all the faces of the people and thinking, how cool is this experience? I'll never be in the same amazing situation again. Just trying my very best to be present and take it all in and remember all the faces.
As we talked as a group in our final reflection, we all felt we had received much more than we had gave to the trip. It was hard for me to understand at first why everyone was so happy to see us and wanted to help us with whatever we needed. They explained that they were so happy and honored that we went to visit them because they feel like they are forgotten by the rest of the world. The community they live in is labeled a red zone due to poverty and crime. Many people who live in areas like that have to apply for jobs and schools using different addresses so they will have a chance at being accepted.
So many friends and family asked me why I was going to Guatemala, if not to directly help them. It was tricky to explain to them that, so they would understand that Sister Parish is truly an extension of our parish. We are there to stand in solidarity, in unity, as one does with a friend or family. We are a community of brothers and sisters connected at the fabric of our lives with the deepest profound love. It's a 30-year connection nourished through online Bible study, meetings, prayer, partners, and so much more.
In this relationship, right when you meet the people in TN2, it feels like you've known each other for such a long time. It's amazing to have people so excited to see you. And you may not know it, but you already have a relationship with these people just by being a part of St. Joan of Arc.
On this delegation, I learned how much I can grow by stepping out of my comfort zone, by doing things like living in a completely different lifestyle for 10 days, or being an altar server with 9 other people at a mass where we couldn't understand the language. Also, trying to say things in Spanish, even though you don't know exactly how to say them, and even trying fig-flavored frozen yogurt.
It's the butterfly effect. A small decision can lead to great experiences and more opportunities. We all took a small step, and it led to something life-changing.
Sister Parish is all about meeting someone where they are on their journey and walking beside them and holding each other's hearts. The world is an interconnected fabric that expands as we expand this circle of love. It's not about those people over there in Guatemala and these people here at St. Joan of Arc. It's about us. It's about we. And I'm so grateful. This is the essence of life to me. All life breathes together.
The gospel today says, take up your cross. And Father Jim always says that to take up your cross means to take up your life and live it as fully as you can, with integrity and intention and love. That's the journey of our life.
That's the journey of our community.
That's the journey of Sister Parish.